So today we look at a few creative ways of using the Arpeggiator device, since it can do a lot more than just arpeggiating chords. As always, I added the ideas from this video to the PDF of tips and tricks I keep on updating. It's available on my Patreon together with the project files from this video and from many other videos. So the first thing we can do is use the Arpeggiator as a step sequencer. Here I have the polysynth with the Arpeggiator already loaded in the note section. And I have here a clip set up with just one continuous note. Right, so if I play this through the Arpeggiator will chop this note to multiple triggers. Right, and now here we have the note lane, so we can go step by step and change the notes. Now if you're already using Bitwig 6, you can quantize the notes to the project scale. In my case, I will use the key filter device. And now the notes here, the changes I'm making will be quantized to this scale. Right, and already we have a sequence. Even though I just entered or I programmed one continuous note, the Arpeggiator will chop this note and will give me also access per step. We have also the velocity lane. In this case I have it mapped with the expressions control to the filter, so I can have sorts of accents. Right, something like this. And of course the gate length lane will control the envelope, so if I open it all the way it will be sort of sustained. Shorter. Right, so already we get a nice sequence with lots of variation. We can add even more variation by taking the octave range here up. And this works also really nicely with the random mode. We can also add variation by sequencing the rate. Right, so I can add a steps modulator, clear it, make it bipolar, so I can make it faster or slower, maybe 16th notes. Right, and map this by 1 to the rate. By 1 means that it will go to 32nd notes and also 8th notes. Right, when I go up here it will be sorts of ratcheting. Or I can make it also slower. Right, something like this. So we have also rate variation. This works great also with drum devices. I have here, let me solo this for a second. I have here a hi-hat. Right, I have key tracking on the hi-hat, so it will also follow the pitch. So the pitch will also add some variation. I'm using the velocity to modulate or to control or sequence the decay. And I have it set here to 7 steps. Now the clip itself that I have here again is one continuous note, but it's longer than 7 steps and it will reset. You can see this here on this step. Right, that it will jump back when the clip starts all over. But here we have the re-trigger button. If I turn this off, it will not re-trigger and we will just have a continuous 7-step sequence. Again, I have here, as you can hear, some rate variation for sorts of ratcheting. I have here also a bass with a phase 4. And another sequence, in this case it's a 5-step sequence. Again, I have re-trigger turned off. I'm controlling here the octave jump, so there is a bit more variation. Right, and what I have here, you can hear this already, I'm transposing the sequence also by having different notes in the clip. Another very useful way of using the arpeggiator is by using it to sequence drums via the drum machine device. Also here I have just one continuous note set up, and you can either program the notes you want according to the drums, but in my case I will use the multi-note device. This will allow me to stack notes into a chord that again I can then arpeggiate with the arpeggiator. So now if I play this, we just get a kick drum. Let me change the sequence a bit, maybe we'll go with 10 steps and again deactivate retrigger so we get continuous 10 steps. And now I can change, let's say, the velocity for a bit more variation. Something like this, and then I can start stacking notes on top. Each note will be a different sample here. Right, so I can, for example, add the snare, add the closed hi-hat, then let's say the open hi-hat and the clap. Already we get a nice rhythm. And we have here also two effects here that I will add. So this will be 6 and 7. Right, this is just stacking notes on top of one another into a chord. Right now, the order of the notes of the arpeggiator will very much change the result, right? So if I change the order to up, let's say, right, we get a different result, or maybe up in. And we get a different rhythm. Of course, you can resample this and use this as a sample, but this works great also for percussion, like hi-hats, for example. If I solo this, right, again, I have the drum machine here, or the drum device, with a few hi-hat samples. Right, again, using the multi-note. In this case, I have also a few notes or two notes with probability, with chance. So every cycle, sometimes those notes or samples will play, sometimes not. Again, adding variation. I have the direction here on the arpeggiator set to random, so also the samples will play randomly. And I have here more percussion. Right, in this case with some variation with the rate. And just for fun, I have here also a bass drone. Another fun thing to try is using the arpeggiator unsynced and modulate the rate. So here I have a chord that I'm arpeggiating. But now I can deactivate the sync, and I have now full control over the rate. I have also retrigger here off, so it will never retrigger. Right, and I can sequence this to get something more repetitive. So I have here a sequencer set up. I will take this all the way down and then map this. This works great also with percussive sounds. Right, so here I have a kick. It's going also through a modulated high-pass filter, and again I'm modulating, in this case randomly, the rate of the arpeggiator. Right, so this gives us a nice effect. I'm doing something similar here with the sample, again arpeggiating, using it as a step sequencer, but again modulating or sequencing the rate. This just needs more repetitive drums and the bass. This is a fun idea for adding wonkiness to your arp. So I have here a simple arp running. And now I will add another arpeggiator after the one I already have. And I will set this to be unsynced, and again deactivate retrigger so it just runs freely. And now I can sort of chop the main arp with this arpeggiator by playing with the rate control. Right, this becomes even more fun by adding another octave to it. Sort of chiptune, if you will. And I can also, of course, sequence the rate to get something a bit more repetitive. So I will use the steps modulator, maybe again set this to 16th notes, and just do something like this, let's say, and modulate or control or map the rate. Right, maybe have even a longer sequence. I will add some delay to this. And I have here a hi-hat with the same idea. Right, again, two arpeggiators, one after the other. The second one is unsynced and without retrigger, and I'm modulating, in this case, randomly the rate. And this works also really nicely in chords mode. So the arpeggiator has also chords. Each step will play all notes, and I have two of them set, right? And the second one will chop the chords. I will add some bass to this. The last idea I want to show you is using the arpeggiator to play different sample slices. So I have here a simple drum loop. Right, and now I can slice it into a multi-sample instance. Right, if I right-click this, slice, fold, slice to multi-sample, I go here with a raw, and then quarter notes. Right, and then we get this here, right? We get a sampler with multi-samples, and by default we get this MIDI, this clip here that every note will be a different slice. Right, you see it just goes forward here. Right, but this is not what we want. I will remove this. I have here the same sample again after I chopped it, but I have chords set up. So each chord will play a different combination of slices. And of course, I'm using the arpeggiator here to arpeggiate these notes, right? So we get a rhythm. Right, again, according to the notes of the chords. I have here the same technique here, but with a vocal sample. And another example with the bass sample. Again, I just chopped a sample into a multi-sample and then entered some chords, and the arpeggiator is arpeggiating these notes. Just for fun, of course, I have here a kick and a hi-hat. Right, and that was it for today. Again, consider joining us on Patreon. Thank you for watching. Cheers.